Make sure I run the likes up, sub if you know all that good stuff, man. Without further ado, let's hop right into it.
Bike patrol officers are called to a bar where they are quickly overwhelmed by multiple simultaneous incidents.
Don't touch it. What's your name? You alright to stay here for me? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Stop touching me. Get off of me. Why are you on me? Really? My baby is at home. I will leave. I promise. Please.
Where is the off-duty officer? I got legs.
Oh my God! The other hand. I can't believe it! Brother!
I don't know if this copyright issue been resolved in this video. I think it probably have, but to be on the safe side, y'all know how this copyright works, so I'm gonna just skip through.
What are you doing? It's right here! It's... Yes! Okay!
Got a car here?
Hold on, please. Look at my leaf. Y'all just did me like I can't loose my hands. Why am I even being detained?
Moving your hands, please. Let go of the money on your hand.
I can't even move. I gotta call her husband.
Everything's got to go with her so she can make a phone call when she gets there.
I think I'm where?
To the jail.
They got my phone.
But you got to calm down.
But I didn't.
I got you. You got to calm down.
I did not do anything. The lady asked me to move and then she slammed me.
Can you stop moving your hands, please? Thank you.
She didn't even give me like I was leaving. I wanted to leave. She grabbed me and slammed me on the floor and I didn't even do anything.
How you doing? Good. Good. So this gentleman right here that's on the door right now, he actually skipped out on a bill and have his credit card and ID in my office right now, but I have to fill out a report for this right now. But this kid skipped out on like a $75 bill for me. So how do you think I should approach the situation?
I can ask him now.
Yeah, because I have his stuff in my office right now. As soon as I'm done with this statement, I can bring it to you.
Hey, Victor, about Mike.
I'm coming to the jail.
From the looks of this club always got something going on, clearly. A woman fighting a bartender, somebody skipping out on a $75 bill, that's crazy, bro. This man trying to give him some free shit, isn't it?
I'm coming to the jail. I can't, y'all. That lady just assaulted me for no reason. I'm coming to the jail. I got money, Bella, but I just don't understand. She assaulted. Look at my legs, Bella. She assaulted. Ouch.
Ma'am,
Bro,
stop moving, please.
Relax, please. Relax.
Because apparently he walked out on...
It's hard to believe that a bartender would go all her way on her job just to, physically harm you with no motive behind it. That's hard to believe. I ain't gonna say it don't happen, but for the most part, I don't think a bartender gonna go out their way to harm somebody unless, they had to.
Tab, so we got to figure out what's going on. Yeah. All right. Security brought to my attention that you didn't pay a tab.
Oh my God, we just got here.
I just got here.
So apparently they have your ID and everything like that. So what's going on with that?
I have no idea. What happened?
Here, come over here.
He never made a stop.
He didn't?
He got stopped right here.
Okay. The security guard approached me about it. I'm just trying to figure. The one that's talking over there. It may be a mix-up. Let's just make sure everything is, on point here, and then we'll get you going. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
All because I asked for a supervisor.
Yeah.
And the wish.
Did this freaking security guard just falsely identify this man? That's low key. We don't all look alike, bro. We don't all look alike. That's crazy.
I can't believe all of that. What he just did was really He let me buy a drink and then went and told them to put me out because I told him he was an asshole because he overcharged me for a drink. That's up. Why would he let me buy the drink and then go tell her to put me out? And then when I was trying to finish my drink, she decides to slam me on the floor. That's not right. I asked her why was she even kicking me out the club. She said because she can. Basically.
You have an info for the Sarah Wellington.
I'm almost 30. I'm a grown woman. I know my rights. There's no reason for her to have pushed me out of that floor and screamed me like that. I'm really not understanding what was the purpose of all of that. Legs. And look, I don't even know how I got cut. Marcia, y'all got my ID. I want to call my lawyer. Can I call my lawyer? Because nobody's telling me why this lady just slammed me on the floor.
You will be afforded the chance to call your lawyer.
I need to call my lawyer now because y'all not saying nothing to me now.
You cannot call them right now.
Well, I need to tell me what's going on.
Like we tried to explain to you, the primary officer will speak to you about
you talking about that little white lady? Somebody needs to be put on her.
The supervisor will also be speaking with you.
So, we'll keep it very real with you. The general manager of the bar is saying that you might have been here a week or 2 ago, and you walked out on a tab at that point in time.
I figured that. Like I said, it was a previous time. I figured that. Now, that's crazy. Then he tried to get away with it again. But the fact that they got his ID and his debit card or credit card, whatever, still is crazy though. Like,
They still have your license and your ID. You got your license, either your license, a picture of it, and the credit card that was used. And either today you try to get the same exact tab, and they have documentation of that.
I just parked the car right there. You want to see
I'm just telling you why we rechecked out with you again, because that's what the general manager said. If that did happen, we pay the tab, we keep moving, or if not, we're going to have to do a whole investigation on the tab that was walked out on at another point in time. We're not saying you're guilty, we still have to do an investigation, but he's stating, pointing you out, saying that you were here at another point in time.
That's kind of weird.
They got an ID and they got the credit card that was used.
Well, let's see the ID and the credit card.
He's writing a statement for the other incident, why we came out allegedly. At this moment in time, we do need you to hang out. You can't leave yet, and then we're going to work our way through that as soon as he's done filling out the statement for the incident.
So I'm being detained right now?
Yes, sir.
What's your first name?
Courtney.
And your last name?
What is this for?
It's pending a criminal investigation, so you have to ID yourself.
You need a criminal investigation?
Yeah.
Did I break the law or something?
So there's an alleged theft, so yeah.
An alleged theft?
Yeah, there is.
So that's...
Where's the alleged theft?
My partner just explained it to you.
The one that lied?
You're all right. Relax.
I'm not all right. Do you see how?
it's crazy.
Did you see what they did to me? That's
2 incidents going on in one video right now, bro. That is crazy.
not all right. Bella, I am not all right. I'm not all right at all. I did not deserve all of that. Bella. What the what am I going to do? After what?
Warning.
Delta 31.
I can't believe this.
Step down.
What do you want me to do?
Just step down, take a seat.
I don't want to sit in y'all's car. All I did was ask him how much the price of a drink was because the drink I brought previously was less money. So that's why I'm getting slammed and beat up. There was no reason for her to do that to me, dog. I'm not buying you out, okay? Bella, I have money. What am I going to jail for? What am I going to jail for, Bella?
Bro, take the damn kind gesture from your homegirl. She won't bond you out. Let her bond you out. You ain't gotta, I have money, Bella. That's what's up. You got money. But hey, let her bond you out and pay her back. Simple.
Trespassing. How? How? I bought a drink. There's a receipt. I bought a drink 10 minutes. How I got trespassed?
She talking to her homegirl like she the one that arrested her, bro. That is funny right now. Why you talking to her like that?
From 10 minutes ago. You know my brain. Okay. I would be there.
She kept complaining, trying to act like I was basically like overcharging, right? She kept cursing. I had told her, go ahead and just stop talking like that. She was being very aggressive to me, so the last thing that I wanted to do was have any sort of physical altercation with this young lady. So I literally come outside and have the police officer come over here to help. Already handed the lady the $20 bill, so we're even. And then she refused to leave. And then whenever she refused to leave, she asked her like about 3 or 4 times, and then she started getting aggressive with her, and that's when
Tell me what happened tonight. I'm not here to talk about your charges. I'm here to hear what happened tonight. What charges? You're going to go to jail. What am I going to jail for? Do you want to talk to me about the incident that occurred between you and the officer?
So you would trespass, but you chose to you chose to stay there. That never makes sense, bro. Somebody tell you to leave. Why do you want to stay? Go somewhere else. There's plenty of other bars, I'm sure, that you could have went to.
I don't even know what happened. First of all I know is I was standing up there to order a drink. He swiped my card and gave me the drink. And when I saw the price of the drink, I said, I just bought another drink for $13. Why am I being charged $18 for the drink? He said, that's the price of the drink. It's too late. You got charged for the rate. I asked for a supervisor. He told me he's the owner of the club. I know he's not the owner of the club, so I repeatedly asked for the owner of the club or a supervisor who can tell me, you know, the reason why I'm being overcharged for a drink. That's all I was trying to do. He told me, go get your receipt. I said, I threw the receipt away at the bar. Of course, I don't have the receipt. Well, that's the price. That's the price. He gave me back $20. That's why he gave me back money, because he knows what he just did wasn't even necessary.
This is a chance that I'm going to get real honest with you. I want to be man to man. There's a receipt, your ID, and the card he gave him. And they also have video.
Okay, but I got proof that my ID was so long.
I'm telling you straight up, all he wants is the money.
Okay, how much is the money?
$75.
That's impossible.
For India 32,
you want to write a statement on your behalf of what happened?
325 Tommy Road, Unit 5.
Just print your name right here, and then write what happened.
The crazy thing is, $75. Now, were you going back into this club thinking, I mean, if you can't afford a $75 tab that you had previously, bro, I know for a fact, it's a done deal, bro. You ain't getting shit out of there today either, because you can't even afford to pay that damn $75. So you was trying to come in here and finesse again.
I know what happened. Somebody stole my ID.
So all I know is that I'm there drinking my drink, still waiting for a supervisor when the other officer came up to me. And she taps me and she says, you have to go. And I'm like, why do I have to go? She said something about trespass. And I'm like, well, I just got here. I just bought a drink. How am I trespassing? Maybe you are mistaking me for somebody else or something like that. And she says, you have to leave right now. And I said, well, miss, I just bought a drink. The bartender standing there, you know, he's acting like he doesn't know what just happened, that he just have to leave. I'm calling.
She asked you, did she tell you to leave?
She said to leave, and I said, okay, I'm going to leave right now, but I have to call the Uber. That, I guess, wasn't good enough. She slammed me on the floor, and then looked at my, like she literally, she has a video of the way she slammed me on the floor. All you had to say was, no, get away from me. I don't want you to be here, leave or whatever. But he didn't tell me.
They did tell you that. You just now said that they told you that you were trespassed. You need to go. So what are you saying right now?
It was disturbing him by asking him how much the drink cost and asking for a supervisor.
Is this the only injuries you have?
I don't know. It wasn't like I was resisting her or arguing her or anything. And she touched me and I said, please don't touch me, because I didn't, like, that was not necessary. And I can't believe y'all gonna take me to jail. I don't even have, there's no reason.
I'll look into that.
Who do I get to talk to about what really happened? When do I get to write a statement? When does my friend get to write a statement? Since I can't write a statement and tell what happened, they got cameras. I know the owner, and I'm gonna call the owner too. That's why he got mad.
I recommend you do.
I don't want y'all to take me to jail before my side is hurt. Y'all are taking me to jail, and you can tell me you don't.
Right now is to give a verbal statement.
656 North Orange.
Y'all don't care what y'all just take anybody to jail. You don't even care what happened. This is like not. I mean, I'm black, so.
Come on, bro. Come on. Don't do all that. Don't do all that. Don't do all that, bro. I'm black, so at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. So you just gotta deal with these consequences. Now, of course, you might completely be, you know, you ain't do nothing. It could be the case. She slammed it. That just don't make sense, though, how you explain it. It don't make sense for her to tell you that you got to leave and then she slammed you. Like, she's not a security guard. She's a bartender. So why does she need to get physical with you if you are asked to leave? That's what the security is there for. And then the security said that he got an officer or whatever to come over to handle the situation. So at that point, he ain't have to slam you. So it don't make sense. Like, yo, your story not adding up. I feel like you probably try to put your hands on that woman and she defended herself, and then boom. That's why you're in this situation.
Yeah, all right, go ahead and stand up. We're going to put you in a different car.
gonna do it.
You're gonna go in a different car.
He wants to prosecute?
He wanted the money back, and it we squashed. Subject doesn't want to give the money back, so he doesn't want to go forward with the charges. Okay. So I think Alpha Lima.
Yeah.
Free to go? Remember, you can't come back to the squad, or you're going to be arrest. Thank you. See secure, so trespass.
And trespass after the warning and resisting.
Resisting.
Yeah.
They damn club owner finna take a $75 hit. Actually, it probably don't matter to him, bro. A lot of that shit be overpriced. Drinks be overpriced. Probably got a cover charge to get in. That $75 that yes, is a loss, but ain't no crazy loss for it, bro. Especially when you charging $20, $30 or whatever to get in per person. Then the drinks, like I said, are overpriced. Then they probably sell food in there. Like, you know, they making that $75 ain't gonna hurt, but I get it, bro. I get the principle of the shit. Like, if a motherfucker was supposed to pay me $75 for some shit, I don't care how much money I got, you gonna give me that, bro.
Resisting when? When she slammed my face on the ground? How the resisting if she slammed me on the ground? So y'all knocking away from my friend.
I'm gonna wait for as long as I possibly can.
But I need her to call my husband.
I have to do that from the chair. I need you to swing your legs, man.
Can nobody ask y'all questions and y'all get mad?
I'll answer your questions on the way to the
I know, but like this is the reason why I'm going to jail, because I asked a couple questions.
Because they're telling you what to do and you're not listening.
That's not...
Now for just a second, guys, I want you to imagine being a police officer in full uniform responding to a bar or club. You walk in and all eyes are on you, and you're trying to figure out who calls so you can quell the situation and get out of there before someone tries to make a name.
Oh shit, they ain't here for me? Who they in here for? Like, you gonna be looking around like that, cause shit be real. Or you might just stay in there trying to make sure everybody in there are legal to be in there drinking, you know? Cause a lot of people be having fakes, or because they know the owner, they just get in there and they be drinking, bro. And that shit, you can lose your liquor license for that. So it's like, sometimes it do be real sketch, bro. When you see them walk in there, you just, oh shit.
For themselves by starting a situation with the police. And I do say that because every time I responded to a bar or club in my career, it was always a pretty much hostile scene. And on some occasions, we wasted time responding because the initial caller, the victim, will refuse to cooperate with the police. So today, guys, we're back in the drinking establishment, which is always interesting. And as soon as we view the body cam out of Orlando, Florida, a woman is physically resisting an officer, but she is taken to the ground pretty quickly. Now, although we didn't have much to go on at this point because of what we can see from the body cam, but the woman did seem to be confused as to why she was being detained. But I'm sure you guys saw it. When the officer went to restrain her, she did pull away and push the officer. And that definitely was not a good decision. And as the officers are trying to handle the woman prisoner, who in my opinion is doing her best to act clueless as to why police have her in custody, police are alerted about a male who allegedly skipped out on a bill at an earlier date. Now you guys see what I mean about these bar calls. And if you watch the way this woman was behaving with these officers during this entire incident, which we soon find out it was all over her arguing with an employee over the price of a drink. It all makes sense now why this establishment did trespass her. And of course she does mention that she's black, but in my opinion, that's obvious. Now switching to incident 2, guys, either this guy...
That's definitely obvious. But that's some broke people shit though, man. Like at the end of the day, if you're gonna be tripping off of prices, that's their establishment. So yes, I'm sure the price is based off of and from they in a reasonable price. It ain't, to me, a lot of the shit do be overpriced, I ain't gonna lie. But it's in a range where like, okay, clearly they allowed to get away with that. They gonna set the price at that. And if you realize the price is too much for you, why argue with them? They're not gonna lower the price for you. At that point, just leave. Go on, get on somewhere, bro. Like, or if you're gonna go out, stop tripping off of, you spending money. What you thought you was gonna do when you went into a bar? You're gonna spend money. Like, there's no need to go into places thinking that you about to get something free. It's crazy because it is people out there like that. Like, women probably go out to bars and shit, hoping that a man gonna pay for their drinks and shit like that. Try to finesse, but hey, at the end of the day, whoever out here, y'all finessing, bro, they definitely crazy as hell. Cause ain't no way in hell I'm finna buy no drinks for nobody, bro. Unless if I went out and you with me, that's cool. But a random, nah, I'm not buying you nothing, bro. I'm gonna just keep it like that. I don't give a fuck. You better figure it out.
I came back to pay his prior tab because he forgot, or he isn't too bright because they have all of his information from his prior visit. This officer explained it perfectly, and I believe I'm pretty good at reading people. He appears to look a little suspicious. However, I guess it was his lucky day because he only received a permanent ban from the business, and he wasn't arrested unless he returns. But lastly, remember, businesses are not an anything-goes environment, and they do have the right to refuse service and possibly permanently ban you if you do not follow their rules and regulations. The business does not have the right to refuse service or ban anyone based on skin color, race, religion, sexual orientation, or other basis. And that's according to the Federal Civil Rights Act of 1964. So remember, if you're a customer and you want service, just be respectful, follow the rules, and you shouldn't have any problems. That's all I have, guys. Remember to be...
And that's crazy, though. Because people, like I said, when you go out, you automatically know you finna spend bread, bro. That's guaranteed. So if you tripping off of spending money, why even go out? Like, did you go to that bar or whatever with only $20 or something, fucking $100 at the most? Like, your priorities backwards at that point. Your ass need to, and I get it. Don't nobody want to be played out their money either. That's cool, but that's why you ask questions beforehand. Don't get a drink it, and then when it's time to pay your tab, you like, oh, it's da-da-da. That's your fault. You already consumed the drink. Go ahead and pay that price. But I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, bro. How y'all feel about both incidents in the comment section below, man. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, sub if you're new, man. You know all that good stuff. Finna get out of here, man.